What's up guys, AJ here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about where you get the leads, how much they cost. I mean, I've used pretty much every system out there, so I know which ones work, which ones you shouldn't use, so let's dive in. One of the most important things when it comes to calling expireds is efficiency. How many contacts can you make per hour? So I see a lot of newer agents, or really just agents newer to calling expireds. They want to start off by going to the MLS, finding the properties that expired, and looking up the phone numbers themselves. Guys, I tried this. It takes way too long. Let's just say, for example, there's 10 new expireds. It takes you an hour to find all that information, to find the names, to find the phone numbers, versus paying for a service. Now, I don't know about you, but as a real estate agent, you should have a goal to make at least $100 an hour. So if you're making $100 an hour, is it the best use of your time to be looking up the expireds yourself? The answer is no, because the data providers, the way you get the leads, they don't cost that much. So the best use of your time is getting like an expired service to get the data for you, so you're not wasting your precious time trying to find the data yourself. I can virtually guarantee you, if you're the one looking up the information every morning, you're not going to stick to it long term. Let's use that example of 10 expireds. So that morning, you wake up, you look for the data, you get 10 phone numbers for 10 expired listings. Well, some of those phone numbers are going to be bad, they're going to be out of service, it's going to be the wrong number. Whereas when you're using a data provider, you're going to get multiple numbers per listing, so you have a better chance of getting a hold of the actual property owner. It's really discouraging when you spend all that time looking up the information only to find that you can only get in touch with one of the 10 expireds that you just got the data on. And if you do this over and over and over, you're not going to get any results because you're not talking to enough people, and you're going to give up. When calling expired listings, or any prospecting for that matter, your goal should be contacting 8 to 10 people per hour. Now, a contact is a decision maker that owns the property. So for example, if you call and you maybe get their kids or maybe a housekeeper or something like that, that's not going to be a contact. It has to actually be an adult decision maker that answers the phone. Now, it could be a wrong number, but as long as you ask the person that picks up the phone that you got the wrong number for and say something like, "Hey, I'm so sorry I got the wrong number. Just out of curiosity, do you know anyone looking to buy or sell a home?" I would still count that as a contact. In order to hit this target of 8 to 10 contacts, you need two things: a great data provider and a dialer system. And you need to know going into this, to have the proper mindset, that a lot of the phone numbers you're going to be calling, regardless of the data provider you use, you're going to get a lot of bad numbers. I hear so many times agents complaining, all the data is bad, the data sucks. But they don't have the proper framework, the proper mindset going into it. They don't even understand the rules to the game. When you know the game you're playing, it's pretty simple. When you expect that you're going to get a lot of wrong numbers, well, then it's not a big deal, right? And that's why a dialer is so important, because you want to be able to go through the numbers fast, because if you are getting wrong numbers and you're talking to wrong numbers, it can get frustrating. You feel like you're not making progress. But with a dialer, when you're getting 8 to 10 good contacts per hour, you start to pick up a lot of momentum. I found even for a new agent, out of every 50 contacts you make, you should set an appointment. So if your goal is to make, say, 20 to 30 contacts per day, you should be setting an appointment every 2 days, minimum. I've always loved the idea of the gold rush, gold mining. I love the gold shows that are on TV. Think of it like this. You need to move a lot of dirt to find a little bit of gold. You need to go through a lot of numbers to set a few appointments. That's just the game, and now you know the game that you're playing. Let's dive in and get you started on the right foot with the right lead sources. Now, there's a lot of different companies out there. There's the Mojo Lead Store, there's Redx, there's Vulcan7, there's Espresso Agent, and I'm sure there's countless others, but those would be the main big ones, also Landvoice. Vulcan7 and Redx, I would say, are the two biggest players. Now, Vulcan7 is going to be about twice the cost of Redx, and I would say Vulcan7's data, from my experience, has been a little better. But at twice the cost, I think Redx offers the best value. Their system is super intuitive. They have a great dialer, the Storm Dialer. So my recommendation would be to use Redx. On Facebook the other day, I seen a comment in one of the Facebook groups, where all the real estate agents like to chat and mastermind and brainstorm and oftentimes complain. I saw one agent post that all the data is just awful from all these companies and that it's like all a scam. Well, do you really think that a company like Vulcan7 or Redx, who have been big players in this space for like 10 plus years, are a scam? If they were, they'd be out of business. But those agents who are complaining just don't understand the rules of the game. So again, it doesn't matter what service you go with. However, I do recommend Redx or Vulcan7. And if you're interested in Redx, I have an affiliate link in the description. You'll save $149 off the startup fee. It'll be completely waived, so you can find that in the description of this video. With all that being said, I hope that it gives you the confidence to persevere when it might feel like this is a grind. And I'm telling you, calling expireds at first will feel like a grind. But one thing that one of my mentors, Brennan Burchard, always says, you need to honor the struggle. And it's no different with this. And eventually, the more nurtures you're developing through your prospecting, you just start to really love what you're doing because you know that the efforts you're putting in are actually getting you results. You start to connect the dots. At the beginning, it's just having faith. And you really need faith to be successful. If you go into this thinking, oh no, it's not going to work for me, well then it's probably not going to work for you. But if you go into it knowing that you have all the information you need, you have great mentors who have been where you want to go, then you can have faith knowing that if you put in the work, you'll succeed as well. One of my favorite things about a system like this is that you know that you have a great setup. You wake up, you go through your morning routine, you're ready to start working, you have a great role play session to warm up for your prospecting session, just like an athlete warms up before a game. Now it's 8 o'clock and you're ready to start calling. You log into your dialer system, all the contacts are ready to go for the day. All you need to do is dial in, hit start, and now the dialer starts going. I like to think of it like a roller coaster, and I love roller coasters. You get on, you strap in, and you're ready for the ride. And you're going up, and it's clicking, click, 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 and you get to the top, and you're waiting for that anticipation, and then it just drops, and you're just in for that ride, and you're really just like loving it, and you submit to the process because you know you're not getting out until the ride ends. And that's kind of like a dialer system. As soon as you hit start, it just keeps dialing number after number after number. So let's just say you don't have a good conversation with somebody and they hang up on you. Well, then it just goes to the next one, super fast like that. So I found that mentally, that helps me to keep going. So guys, I hope this video was helpful. If you want to get some scripts and additional training, I have a link to a mini course in the description. As always, give me a thumbs up if you're getting value, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.